Hey everyone, I'm Chris. For those of you who haven't seen this before, this is my monthly update where I talk about my well-being, attempts to live a bit healthier, and generally just how I'm doing. So this is the update for October 2020, and yeah, no, November 2020. Totally forgotten. It's Advent. It was just November. Okay, so still no update on the weight because I weigh myself using the scales at work, and I'm still signed off sick because of some mental health stuff I'm going through at the moment. Um, talk about the mental health stuff first. So that's going okay. I started on meds in October. I think it was October, and they helped a bit, but I kind of felt that I was leveling off. They got me better than I was, but I wasn't back to 100%. So I've had my meds upped, and I'm still adjusting to that. I am doing better, again, better than I was, but not back to 100% yet. And because of the meds going up and not being in that right space, I've been signed off for another few weeks of work because I'm just not mentally ready for that. So that's okay. My self care, I'm struggling with. I'm still kind of wasting too much time. I'm still, doing some stuff that doesn't really help me feel better. But I am focusing on more stuff that does. So one of those is I started a 365 film challenge this year in May, and the idea is you watch 365 films over a year. It's from a film group I'm on Facebook. They suggested it as a way to help pass the time in the lockdown. So that's been okay. Um, Watching the films has provided a distraction. I'm writing about it on my blog. My blog had kind of gone dead for a bit. So that's kind of filling my time. I'm also writing fiction still. I finished my first book last month, and now I'm taking a break before I start editing it. But in the interim, I've started writing a couple of other stuff, other projects, shorter projects, hopefully. So fingers crossed, I'll have more to say about that. That's all making me feel good. My exercise is still poor. Weather's been atrocious, and I'm, for the start of the month, we couldn't take Jack the puppy out, so I was kind of stuck in with him. So my miles have gone down, my steps have gone down, and that's kind of bad. I'm thinking part of that is motivation and something driving me. So in the new year, in January, I'm going to start up doing the race at your pace walking challenges, and I'm going to try and hit a decent target so they can set a new personal best for the year in miles. That was one of my resolutions for this year. When I'm not going to hit, I think to hit it, I'd need to walk like 500 miles in December, which is unlikely. So yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, so that's where I am with exercise and mental health. Mental health, like I said, it's better than it was. Still not 100%. Trying my best to kind of look after myself, do the stuff that makes me feel good, be more positive. I'm keeping in touch with my family. I'm talking things through with my wife a bit more. The dogs help with that. The watching the films, the writing. I've started reading again. I hadn't finished a book since June. I read Chris Jericho's third book back in June, and then I didn't read anything until the end of November, which is bad for me because reading is something I really enjoy, and normally I average like a book a week, so that's kind of not good. So yeah, I'm in general I'm feeling better than I was, but I've still got a way to go. I'm kind of trying to use my time better, cutting out the stuff that doesn't help, the overeating, the snacking because of boredom, the wasting time doing stuff that at the end I just feel like I've wasted that time. So yeah, that's how I'm trying to make myself feel better. I know Christmas is a rough time for a lot of people. I'm not looking forward to it this year. I'm not going to get to see my family. We are going to Skype and open presents that way. but it's not the same really. I spent Christmas with my mother-in-law and my wife, which is great. My mother-in-law makes the best Christmas dinner, so I'm not complaining. But I normally see then my family. We have a big get together around New Year's, and with lockdown, that doesn't look like it's happening. So this will be the first year ever where I don't see them at Christmas, and kind of feeling down about that. I'm exchanging gifts with them this week, and I'm just trying to focus on the positives and trying to keep in touch with them as much as I can in other ways to make up for not seeing them in person. So I know that's a tough time for everyone. If you are on your own this Christmas, on Christmas Day, if you're on Twitter, the join in hashtag set up by Sarah Millican, I think, or she's the one who I've seen like popularize it. It's just a way to kind of check in with other people who are on their own and, use the internet for what it should be, which is a sense of community. So if you're on your own at Christmas this year, please do that. Maybe, ask around, see if you can Skype friends who are on their own or whatever. Just make sure you look after yourself. I know Christmas is a rough time if you are on your own, and it's a rough time if you've got family issues going on. So please look after yourself in the festive season and be excellent to each other. That's my advice every one of these videos, inspired by the great Bill and Ted. So be excellent to each other, look after yourselves. I'll be back just after Christmas for my kind of roundup of how I think this year went on my resolution front. If you look at my older videos, I did 20 resolutions for this year. I'm not going to lie, my success rate is poor. So see you soon. Look after yourselves. Be excellent to each other. Bye-bye now.